Hi, in this video, I'll be talking about solution validation or idea validation. In one of my previous videos, I talked about problem validation, where you test the problem, validate the problem. So now we're going to talk about idea validation. You've identified the problem. Now you've created a solution to solve that problem. Let's test it. What's the first step to test this solution? Last time I mentioned research. You can't be an entrepreneur and you don't know how to do research. If you're testing the solution or the idea you've created, you have to back it up by research. You have to do a lot of research. Why are you doing research? You want to see, are there people who have done this, who have tried to solve this problem, who have done something similar, who has created similar solution? How are they solving this problem? What are they doing? How can I make it better? You're testing, with this solution actually solve this problem? Will this solution fly? Will it work? Now, there are times why we do all of this is there are problems that are perceived. There are times you think this is actually a problem and this thing will solve this problem. You create a solution that will solve a problem and then it makes the entire problem worse. So you need to test the solution. You need to validate the solution. What are the ways to do this? I've mentioned, research. You have to do a lot of research to back up your solution. You also have to test it with people, real people. When you did problem validation, you spoke to people. When you're validating the solution, go back to those people, those people you collected data from. You've built an MVP. Take it back to them and ask them to test. Now, remember, it's good to talk to family and friends. It's good to have your family and friends test your idea. If it's possible, also take it to people who are not, sort of related to you. People who will tell you the truth. People who give you genuine. People who are not afraid to hurt your feelings. If it's wrong, they'll tell you, no, this one is crap. Kill it. If it's good, they'll tell you, okay, this is good. Just do one or two improvements, here and there and all that. And the beautiful thing is that you can't have a perfect product. You can't have a perfect service. You keep making iterations. You keep coming back, going back to the drawing board. You change one thing. You correct this thing. You do an updated version. So this is an entire process, an ongoing process. You test, you correct. You take it to people. It solves. So what you're trying to confirm is that this solution you've created, this idea you've created actually solve and speak to this problem. So what you're trying to confirm is this solution actually solved this problem. Now, lastly, observe behavior when you're testing. Observe behavior. I've always say it's good to test with your family and friends, but then also test with people who are not related to you. Observe behavior. As they're using the product, they're telling you, oh, no, it's nice. It's good. It's good. Observe what they are saying that is not in what they are saying. Yes. So, of course, observe behavior. And yes, so these are the ways to validate your solution, to test that idea that you have created. Thank you. Follow me for more.